Okay, so today's experiment is all about characteristic of nozzles. So first, I will discuss the parts of the equipment that we're going to use. So we'll be using a Gunt equipment, HM260, characteristic of nozzles. So these are our controls. So we have the inlet pressure gauge, we have the inlet temperature, so this is digital. Then we have the force in Newton. You have the outlet temperature, then you have the outlet pressure gauge here. Then we have one rotameter here, wherein we can measure the flow rate of the air. And we have here the pressure controller, wherein we can control the inlet pressure to the equipment. So we have one compressor here. So this will be the source of our air. So compress air to the system. So the air will passing through this hose to the supply with an air limit of maximum 10 bar. So this is our equipment setup. So let's look on the diagram first. So as you can see here, the pressure will come from this system, from the hose, entering the nozzle. So this symbol is the nozzle. Okay. So we have different types of nozzle, wherein we will measure the reaction force here, this F. So the air will pass through this one, hitting the nozzle. So we have here one beam. So this beam will deflect after hitting the nozzle, the tip of the nozzle here. Then it will create a force downward. So this F is measured by this digital display here, this F. So after passing through the air will go out. So we will be determining the pressure coming in and the pressure coming out, as well as the temperature of the air. So once passed through the pipe exiting the chamber, it will pass through the valve. So this valve, so this needle valve, this controls the flow of air on the rotameter, so that we can get the flow rate of the air. So the first step in doing the experiment, first connect the power supply of your compressor and the system, and look at the table. So on the table, on the first column, you will be recording the inlet pressure and the inlet temperature. The third column will be the force. The next one is the outlet temperature and the outlet pressure. So at the end, you will record the flow rate. And at the last, you will get the ratio of P out over P in. So at the end of the experiment, you will plot the graph of the reaction force versus the ratio of the inlet pressure to the outlet pressure. Okay, so let's switch on the machine. So first we have the main switch here. So power supplied. So now it's off. Switch on the main switch. Reset the force. So be sure it is on 0. So the temperature sensor, it is detecting the ambient temperature or the air inside the chamber. Okay, so switch on the compressor, the main supply. So let us wait for some time until we get the desired compressed air supplying to the system. So we have one control valve here, wherein it can control the incoming air to the system. So step 1, switch on the main switch, close the needle valve. Air supply must be closed. Force must be reset. Then the next step will be switch on the power supply. So just push it forward. So as you can see, we have now an inlet pressure of 4.2 25 bar for the inlet pressure. Then we have the same. So in the first trial, you will get the same. The P in over P out. So the flow rate will be 0. So why is it so? Because the needle valve is closed. So press the reset button to make it 0. So this is your trial 1. So for trial 2, we will open the needle valve. So observe what will happen to the pressure and the reaction force. Okay? So as you can see here, if you will take the next reading, you have here 3.92 bar in the inlet. For the P out, you have here 3.8. 3.8. So this is less. Okay? So this is less. Output is less than the inlet. Now record all your reading. Inlet pressure, inlet temperature, the reaction force, the outlet temperature, and the outlet pressure. And the next step is to throttle again the air. So getting the reading of this first trial, we have 0.8 grams per second. So this is our flow rate for the first trial. Now again, throttle the valve and take the second reading. Okay? So record all your reading. Then again for the third trial, also throttle this one and take the next reading until you reach at least 5 trials. So we will take 5 trials on this experiment, and then we will plot the graph after the experiment of the reaction force versus the ratio of P out over P in. So to close the unit, you have to pull this lever here to release the pressure and switch off the main compressor, switch off the main switch, and unplug the system. So this is the characteristic of nozzle. So we have different types of nozzles. So the first type here is type E. Type E. So we will demonstrate each type of nozzle. With the different group. Okay? So this one, so you have the type D nozzle. So as you can see here. So this is the nozzle inside this chamber. So in the diagram, it will be placed holding the beam here. So you have different types of nozzle. So you have type D, type A, type C, and type B. Okay, so each group can perform the experiment with different types of nozzle. So that's it for this experiment, the characteristic of nozzles.